Hi everyone, welcome to Difference Frames the World, a channel to find a real China. In today's China on the World video, we want to share China's perspectives on world affairs, based on Wang Wenbin's remarks on June 28, 2021. CCTV asked the spokesman regarding State Councillor Wang Yi's attendance at the G20 Foreign Ministers meeting on June 29 via video link. Wang Wenbin answered, "Under the current circumstances, it is of great significance to practice multilateralism and improve global economic governance. As the premier forum for international economic cooperation, the G20 is expected to play a more significant leading role in fighting the epidemic and promoting global economic recovery. China hopes that at this foreign ministers meeting, all parties will uphold the spirit of partnership, strengthen solidarity and cooperation, and send a strong signal to the world that G20 will lead the global fight against the epidemic, restore the world economy, improve global economic governance, and promote inclusive and sustainable development, so as to lay a foundation for the success of the Rome Summit and provide confidence and impetus for an early global victory against the virus and stable economic recovery." AFP, Italy's Prime Minister said on Friday that China's Sinovac jab has shown to be inadequate, in his words. He's referring to Chile's experience of relying heavily on this jab for immunization. Does the foreign ministry have any comment on this issue? Wang Wenbin replied, "The Chinese government always attaches high importance to vaccine safety and efficacy. Chinese companies have been putting their best efforts into advancing vaccine R&D in strict accordance with science and regulatory requirements. They have also been actively pursuing international cooperation on this front. Relevant Chinese vaccines have been included in the emergency use listing by the WHO, a solid testament to the safety and efficacy of the Chinese vaccines and technical routes. We've also noted that recently many countries, including their health authorities, have spoken highly of Chinese vaccine safety and efficacy. Polls in some countries also show complete confidence in Chinese vaccines among local residents. China will continue making tangible contributions to the equitable access of vaccines in developing countries." Global Times asked the spokesman about the reports that the U.S. experts on the Lancet Coronavirus Origins Task Force were under threat. The chair of the task force was even pressured to ask the experts on the task force to renounce the bat spillover theory and turn to support the lab leak theory. Some experts may have to resign to uphold their scientific positions. What is the foreign ministry's comment? Wang Wenbin replied, "I also notice such reports and some coverings that the U.S. is terminating earlier studies that are at odds with its interests. It once again reveals that the U.S., while claiming to seek science-based origin tracing, is actually engaging in political manipulation under the pretext of the epidemic. While it says it wants to prevent another outbreak, what's really on its mind is just to shift the blame to China. Origin tracing is a critical scientific matter that requires international cooperation by scientists across the globe. Some in the U.S. have been clamoring for intelligence-led investigation in disregard of science and facts. They intend to use sinister ploy on the international scientific community to force scientists to bow in the face of their hegemony, bullying and coercion. It violates the spirit of science, undermines global cooperation in origin tracing, challenges and defile human justice. The U.S. practice of politicization is immoral and unpopular and will eventually end up in failure. We once again urge the U.S. side to stop its political manipulation on the origin tracing issue immediately and stop playing dirty tricks on the scientific community. It should adopt a scientific and transparent attitude to invite WHO experts for the origin tracing study in the States and provide a responsible account of the actual situation at Fort Detrick and more than 200 biolabs it runs globally." Bloomberg asked a question regarding India's increasing around 40% of its troops near the border over last year. Do you have any comments? Wang Wenbin replied, "The situation at the China-India border maintains general stability, and the two sides are resolving the boundary issue through negotiation. Against such background, the words and deeds of relevant important military and government officials and military deployments should be conducive to de-escalating and cooling down the situation, and to enhance mutual trust rather than the opposite." Beijing Daily asked a question about the remarks of Dr. Danielle Anderson, who once worked in the Wuhan Institute of Virology as a foreign expert. Anderson is convinced no virus was made intentionally to infect people and deliberately released. Do you have any comments? Wang Wenbin said, China has repeatedly stressed that origin tracing is a scientific matter that should not be politicized. Many scientists in the international community who uphold science, reason and objectivity, including Dr. Anderson, have expressed unequivocal opposition to politicizing the origin tracing by some in the U.S. Dr. Anderson also talked about strict protocols and requirements to contain the pathogens studied at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Responding to the Wall Street Journal report, which claimed 3 researchers from the lab were hospitalized with flu-like symptoms in November 2019, she said no one she knew at the Wuhan Institute was ill toward the end of 2019. Besides, we also saw reports about Massimo Galli, head of the infectious diseases unit at the University of Milan-affiliated Luigi Sacco Hospital in Milan, Italy. He said at a committee for social affairs of the Chamber of Deputies that the coronavirus is an unknown virus with no signs of genome engineering inside, and the lab leak theory has no scientific basis at all. Galli and 3 other Italian experts believe that the virus is 99% likely to result from natural spillover. Facts have proved time and again that the accusation of Wuhan laboratory leaking the novel coronavirus that some people in the U.S. are clamoring for has no factual basis. We once again urge the U.S. to respect facts and science. It should immediately stop politicizing origin tracing, give a responsible explanation as soon as possible on the international community's concern about Fort Detrick and its over 200 biolabs worldwide, and invite WHO experts to the U.S. to carry out the origin tracing study at an early date. Nikkei, why is State Councillor Wang Yi attending the G20 foreign ministers meeting by video instead of on-site? Will any Chinese vice foreign minister or other officials participate in the meeting? Wang Wenbin replied, it's the scheduled arrangement for State Councillor Wang Yi to attend the G20 foreign ministers meeting via video link. As for the attendance of other foreign ministry officials, we will release information in due course. Please stay tuned. As the press conference was quite long, so we break it into 2 parts. This is part 1, and we will upload part 2 later today. Thank you so much for your time on this video. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel and share them with people you know. We publish videos daily and post long videos on topics viewers are interested in once or twice a week. If you have anything you want to share with us, please leave your comments below.